Kevin Youkilis traded to the Chicago White Sox, I'll tell you who will benefit the most from this trade on the current Red Sox roster. Hey everybody, it's Paulie. Welcome back to This Week in Red, where we're talking all things Red Sox and Major League Baseball. The Kevin Youkilis trade has finally happened, moved to the Chicago White Sox for basically 2 spare parts. But the big issue here is, what does this mean for the Red Sox roster going forward the rest of the season? And to me, it means roster flexibility and breaking the logjam that this team had at first base and right field. The biggest beneficiary of this trade, in my opinion, could be Adrian Gonzalez. This is a guy who volunteered for right field duty this year to help get Youkilis into the lineup. Well, now he can go back to playing first base every day, and I hope that this is going to help him out and become the hitter that he was at the beginning of last season. Because if the Red Sox are going anywhere this year, they need Adrian Gonzalez to be a power force in the middle of that lineup. And so far this year, he's gotten off pretty easy with the Boston fans and media because he hasn't hit anywhere near 300 and he hasn't hit for any power. I think some of that might have to do with the fact that he had a lot of uncertainty on a day-to-day basis of where he would be playing. So despite the fact that he volunteered for right field, I think the fact that he'll now be at first base every day and have that peace of mind should help him become the hitter the Red Sox thought they were getting from the Padres and saw at the beginning of last year when he was going crazy in a Red Sox uniform. The other thing that this trade does is it settles right field as well. Ryan Kalish and Cody Ross can now platoon in that spot the rest of the season. You can work Ryan Sweeney in as the 5th outfielder. That's going to mean reduced playing time, if not minor leagues, for Daniel Nava and Scott Podsednik. But you know what? You worry about that when Jacoby Ellsbury and Carl Crawford come back, and you're able, as manager Bobby Valentine will, as you're able to set your lineup on an everyday basis once those 2 guys come back. So even though the Sox didn't get a lot for Youkilis in this trade, it settled a lot of lineup issues, and it should provide a lot of stability for the Red Sox going forward. They're starting to play better, so if they can settle this lineup down and get everybody and get all their ducks in a row in the lineup, I think it's going to help the Red Sox as they strive to get that wild card in the second half of the season. And a word about Youk, just before we end here, you can't say anything but good things about Youk. This is a guy, and Ben Cherington said it best, he was an average to above average talent who made himself into an all-star. Say what you will about his scowling towards umpires and his questionable attitude in the clubhouse. Listen, I don't believe any of that stuff. I think Youk was a good teammate, and I think he was a great Red Sox, and he deserves to be cheered when he comes back with the White Sox to Fenway in a month. He was a good Red Sox player, the kind of guy that's loved in Boston all the time, one of those gritty players. And if you're a Red Sox fan, all you can really do is tip your cap and say thanks for the memories, Youk, and good luck in Chicago. So what do you guys think, both about Youkilis' legacy in Boston and what it means for the Red Sox lineup going forward the rest of the season? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends about This Week in Red.